shortly. We are coming at you with some breaking news right now. The US mission to Afghanistan issued a security alert following airstrikes launched by Pakistan on Kabul, Paktia and Kandahar provinces on February the 27th, 2026. Pakistani aircraft remained in Afghan airspace throughout the morning, reportedly continuing their search for targets. The airstrikes come amid ongoing clashes along the Afghanistan-Pakistan border, which has led to the closure of major border crossings. The US government has reiterated its level 4 travel advisory for Afghanistan, which warns against travel due to civil unrest, terrorism and kidnapping. The US Embassy in Kabul has not resumed operations since being suspended in 2021. Additionally, the US government is unable to provide consular services to American citizens in the country. We are now being rejoined by retired Major General Gigi Davidi. Thank you so much for joining us back here on NewsX World and for this breaking story. What are the broader implications of Pakistan conducting sustained airstrikes inside Afghan airspace, including near Kabul, for regional stability and norms against cross-border military action?
Well, the implications are far and wide. First and foremost, they are carrying out these strikes deep inside Afghanistan, and Afghanistan has a major disadvantage that it doesn't have the air force or the air defense capability. But the point is that there are two things which will happen straight away. First and foremost, the air strikes are causing more civilian casualties rather than the military casualties or the casualty to the Afghanistan forces. So therefore, the collateral damage is going to be heavy and the civilian casualties are going to be enormous. And this is one facet, that is the human lives. Most of these lives of civilians will be lost. And the second point is that because they are using preponderance of force, overwhelming force, the Taliban will be, of course, reacting. And they will resort to the close ground operations and even the operation by the guerrilla forces, because after all, they have a TTP, that is Tariq-e-Taliban Pakistan, they have the fighters, and they'll be resorting to the proxy warfare or the hybrid warfare. So I think that Pakistan using preponderance of air force against the civilian is actually violation of human rights, and Pakistan forces are known for that because they have a history of targeting the civilians and causing undue damage. But nonetheless, they have an advantage because Taliban doesn't have an air force or they don't have the air defense systems. So therefore, I think this is one-sided. But on the ground, Taliban will definitely give a very formative response, and this, I'm sure, will be known in time to come, because right at the moment it's very difficult to gauge out what exactly is happening. And the third point is, for the international community, it's time to step in, because what is happening here is just one-sided use of tremendous firepower and the air power against the unarmed civilians, which is absolutely not acceptable. And this is, I think, blatant violation of the human rights and civilians.
Thank you so much, Gigi Davidi, for joining us here today on NewsX World. Thank you.